Hi there, my name's Nadia Jogi and I'm a PhD student at the University of Edinburgh, where I study coral reef ecology. And today I wanted to share with you a short video about the research that I do. Now, I study an unusual coral called a corallith, and it's a bit of an oddball because whereas most corals are stationary and live in the same place for their entire life, a corallith actually gets rolled around by the waves. And in this short animation today, I want to explain to you how a corallith is formed and also how they can help to form new reef habitat. Hope you enjoy.
Once a year, in the middle of the night, something magical happens on the coral reefs. The corals start to spawn, releasing their sperm and eggs into the sea. The movement of the water mixes these together, creating a small simple organism called a planular larvae. This is essentially a baby coral, and they swim around looking for a place to settle and call home. A coral reef is a very busy place, and it can take a while for the larvae to settle. They usually choose to settle on big rocks, like this. But sometimes a coral larvae chooses a smaller piece of rubble. Here the larvae metamorphoses into a coral polyp. This polyp multiplies, creating a colony. The rubble can get rolled over by the waves and get covered by sand. This will kill most species of coral. But if the larvae is a tougher species, then they can survive and keep multiplying until the whole piece of rubble is covered in coral tissue, forming a corallith. The polyps lay down layer upon layer of coral skeleton, and the corallith gets bigger and bigger and bigger, whilst being rolled around by waves. Eventually the corallith is so big it can't be moved at all. At this point, bits of coral skeleton can get exposed, say by a grazing fish. This skeleton is a really good place for other species of corals to attach to. As they grow, a new small patch reef is formed, and as time goes on, more and more coralliths roll into this area, making new habitat for lots of other animals. The end.